Our next guest spent time with Justice Antonin Scalia shortly before his death, and he says Scalia was fascinated by President Trump and spoke positively about his campaign. Joining us, Bryan Garner, author of the book Nino and Me, My Unusual Friendship with Justice Antonin Scalia. Bryan, what did Scalia find so fascinating about Trump?
Well, with early candidate Trump, I think he was interested in the fact that we had a candidate who was unscripted, who was not micromanaged in his every utterance by handlers, whose opinions were not focus grouped and polled endlessly. He liked that.
Justice Scalia was a huge constitutionalist. He believed in the Constitution as written. There will be people who say that Donald Trump has no such relationship with the Constitution. What did the justice make of that?
Well, I think he would have no public position on the current affairs of the way the president is perhaps behaving toward the Constitution. And if you asked his friends today, I mean, you'd open it up to the torrent of opinion. He was, after all, Justice Scalia was the most interesting man in the world, I think. He was a Renaissance man, but I think it would be idle to speculate.
Why do you say it's an unusual friendship that you had with Nino?
Well, there was a 22-year age difference between us. On many social positions, my views were rather different from his. But what we bonded over was language, an intense interest in the English language. And that in itself is an unusual basis for a friendship.
Can you give me an example? Because a lot of us are, really consumed with the English language and correct use of language. Give me an example.
Well, I'm a lexicographer. I write dictionaries. Justice Scalia was a textualist judge, and he cited dictionaries a lot. He cited my dictionaries long before I ever met him. But we would argue about pronunciation. Is it appellee or is it appellee? Or is it lamentable or is it lamentable? And he loved to put questions like that to me.
How about grammar? I think of myself occasionally as a grammarian. I try to teach my kids good grammar. Was he a grammarian too?
Absolutely. It was something that we shared. It was everything from word usage, not misusing infer to mean imply, to subject-verb agreement. He wrote the important Heller decision, and in Heller there is a nominative absolute at the beginning of that sentence. It's a mispunctuated nominative absolute, and I recount in the book how we discussed that. He actually missed that in his opinion and regretted that he had done so.
Since you write dictionaries, may I ask the following question? Is there such a word as impactful?
Almost any time somebody asks the question, is there such a word? The answer is yes, there is such a word. We can regret it. I mean, there is a word. It's called a non-word. These words are called non-words.
Yes.
And one of them is irregardless. That's a non-word.
Yes.
But it's in the dictionaries, but it doesn't mean it's a word that's fit for use. Impactful, I'm afraid 25 years from now, nobody will have any adverse reaction to impactful, but you and I today don't like it.
I'm appalled by it. I never, ever use it. Okay, what's wrong with the following sentence? My mother told me to quickly run to the store.
Well, it's the split infinitive,
yes,
of course.
Exactly.
It's a split infinitive. But Fowler, in England, Fowler was approving of split infinitive sometimes, even in 1926. So there's no absolute prohibition against split infinitives, but the one you just cited is easily avoided. My mother told me to go to the store quickly. That would probably be a better way of doing it.
Have you read the book? I can't remember the correct name of the book or the title, but it's about the madman confined to an institution who actually wrote a good deal of the Oxford English Dictionary. You've read the book?
Yes. Yes, it's called The Professor, the Madman. His name was Dr. Minor.
Yes.
And he contributed a great many entries to the Oxford English Dictionary from an insane asylum, Broadmoor, in England.
Yeah. Well, we're glad to have you on the show, sir, and it's a treat to have a grammarian on the program who agrees with me. That's just stunning. And I'm going to read the book, Nino and Me, My Unusual Friendship with Justice Antonin Scalia. Professor, thanks for joining us. That was a pleasure.
Thank you, Stuart.
Appreciate it.